to my brain, my heart, sports talk with Mike. So Louisville beat Michigan last night. I was wrong. I had Michigan winning. I mean, the reason why Louisville won, because the players, the guys that are coming off the bench really came through for them and put in a spectacular performance. Like Hancock, what he went like 5 for 5 behind the arc. Like, come on. So I mean, Louisville, they deserve to win it. They put forth a incredible effort, and damn it, I was wrong about that one. Oh well. Also, the Colorado Avalanche lost again last night. They lost to the lowly Calgary Flames. But I can't really say lowly when you're an Avalanche fan, because right now, Colorado, they're the worst in the entire league. Full 3 points behind Florida and Calgary right now. Jean-Sébastien Giguère, the backup goaltender for Colorado, ripped his teammates, saying that they're more worried about their Vegas trip at the end of the season than going on right now. I mean, he's a veteran. He's put in the work. He's done hard work. He doesn't want to just sit up there and loaf around. Now, these young guys, they're just they're either down on themselves and they're like, all right, well, it's over. We're not going to really try too hard. And Giguère's just like, what the hell are you guys doing? This is your job. You gotta really kick it into high gear here. And watching the games, it's I put the fault on like everyone really. It's lack of defense in their own zone. I mean, when they get in the opposition zone, they do a pretty good job cycling and getting the puck on net. Could be getting a little bit more shots here and there, but a lot of the times the goaltenders are just making stonewall saves, and that's what kills them is their defense. They have none. So Giguère, he was completely justified in ripping his team, and because I've been doing it all year, I did not expect this. I thought they were going to compete. Not make the playoffs, but compete at a higher level. It looks like they're just they're not trying out there, and that's brutal for me to watch. Today's episode, I'm going to go through the 4 major sports again and give my opinion, my thoughts on what I think a team needs to win a championship. And I'm just going to start. Baseball, hockey, football, basketball, I'm going to go with basketball first. So my 3 key points. You need a ball mover, someone that can really spread the floor out, get the ball to someone with a hot hand, someone that just a mismatch, just someone that knows what to do to really direct traffic in the paint. That's what you need, a ball mover. Next up, a showstopper. Someone that's just going to entertain the fans, get the fans all excited, all energized, and get your teammates energized, people on the bench energized, want to get on the floor. And I mean, when you get a showstopper, like a big dunk, like say from Blake Griffin, it gets the energy just flowing, and it really contributes to collecting more points, and that's what you need, a big showstopper. And a big man, it's a necessity to have a big, huge man, but not just anyone. One that can collect defensive boards and offensive boards, and one that's going to get you 14 points per game, and one that actually knows how to dish the ball back out, because when the big man gets the ball, gets the rock, sometimes he'll get double teamed, and he needs to be able to maneuver around to get the ball to an open man so that they can hit that open shot. And that's what you need from a big man. Those 3 things will get you an NBA championship. I swear to God, it will. Next up, I'm going to go football. The first main point that a football team needs is a fantastic offensive line. They need to give the quarterback like 20 seconds. And then that's I mean, obviously to get like anywhere between 5 and 10 seconds is incredible, but if you get an offensive line that's going to provide you with 20 seconds, like, come on. Obviously, that's not going to happen a lot, but you need to have that faith in your offensive line. So you need to just have a offensive line, just a veteran offensive line. That's what I need. Just the guys that just are going to put all their strength, all their power to protect their quarterback, because that's their job. They need to protect their quarterback, and they need to really have pride in their job. And you need an offensive line to give your quarterback a lot of time. Next up, you need to have a defensive captain. You need to have someone like Ray Lewis. You need to have someone on your defensive team that just speaks volumes with the plays that they're making, that go and hustle out on every single play. they're just making play after play, or even if they're not involved in the play, they're just really they're just getting their team pumped up. Really just being very vocal. That's what you need from your defensive captain. And that's what Ray Lewis was his entire career, and that's what each team needs, someone like that. And I mean, last, it's the quarterback. But it doesn't need to be someone that's going to get you deep touchdowns every time, Hail Marys, or an accurate passer. You don't need a top-of-the-line quarterback like Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. You need a quarterback that's going to get the job done. That's going to get you the first downs when you need them. That's going to always try. And I'm going to use Tony Romo as the example because I don't think he really takes any time off during any play. I think he's an unlucky quarterback. But for a quarterback, you just need someone that's going to do his darndest best. Just going to put his ass there out on the line every play, even if he F's up. Tim Tebow. I mean, he looked like he was trying every single play. Was he making the right play? No, but he was trying his best. And that's what you need from a quarterback. Someone that's going to give their best effort every single time. Yeah. So, third, we're going to go baseball. First, you need a bullpen. A strong bullpen from, you need long relief, middle relief, closing, the setup guy. The entire bullpen needs to be immaculate, just full of energy, because you need to have a personality in the bullpen that's going to keep the guys sitting there entertained, because they're not going to go in and pitch like 6-7 innings, so they need to be really into the game. That's why you need a personality in your bullpen, like Brian Wilson or Sergio Romo for the Giants. Wilson isn't with the Giants right now, but hopefully he comes back. But that's what you need from your bullpen, and just the guys that know what their job is, whether it be Javier Lopez, just a lefty specialist. You know you're only going to go in and face one batter. You need to get that guy out. That one guy, it doesn't matter. You might face one batter the entirety of the game, and you need to get him out. That's what you need from your bullpen. Guys that are going to, that you can put forth your faith in and just be like, all right, get this guy. Get these 3 outs. You're a closer. Get these 3 outs. Win us the game. Let's go. So you need a bullpen. Next up, you need a coach. And I mean, all sports, of course, you need a coach. But I find baseball, you need, the coach in baseball is more important than any of the other sports. Because he needs to go with his gut, first of all. When you're looking at lineups, when you're writing up your lineups, who you're going to insert at first or short, or your starting pitcher for that day. If you have a gut feeling, maybe you switch him out, and you're going to give the young guy the opportunity of his life, and he pitches a perfect game. So you really need to rely on your coach to make those decisions. Also, you need to rely on the coach whether it's if it's time to pull your starting pitcher and bring in someone from the bullpen. Or let your pitcher get out of his own jam. It's all on the coach to make these decisions. And I know, like in the NHL, the coach got to make the line changes and shit like that, but that's not as important as bullpen changes. And same with football. I mean, most of that's already set in stone. And then with basketball, I mean, guys come off the bench. That's not on you. You're just getting relief for your starters, and the bench guy just puts in the show of his life. So in baseball, you really need to rely on the coach to make these decisions. Should I use a pinch hitter? That's like the bench, but it's really controlling the pitching. That's when a coach is needed. As well, and the last thing for baseball, it's luck. You need to be lucky for your balances. I mean, every sport it's luck, but baseball, it's even more lucky, because to get a perfect game, you need to have luck. If you're hitting a home run, sometimes that ball should have just died and have been caught in like shallow center field, but it went over the wall because the ball carried it because of the wind. Or it skips, hit a big, and you end up with a triple. Just a lot of luck is incorporated when a baseball team wins. The Giants last year, when they won the World Series, and 2 years ago when they won the World Series, a lot of luck helped them win those 2 World Series. And the last, hockey, the NHL. You need a core defensive, mentality. It's like you have 6 defensemen, but you also have 12 forwards. So you need to have, as a team, you need to have defense first, defense first, defense first. because defense helps you win championships. The New Jersey Devils are the epitome of defense. Minnesota Wild, they incorporated, it worked for them, but no, they didn't have a lot of offensive tools. But you need to have 6 good guys on defense. You don't need scoring from your defensemen as long as they stop the other team from scoring. You need from your 12 forwards 12 guys that are going to back check every play. They're going to push it to the limit and above the limit when it comes to in their own zone, helping out their 6 defensemen. That's what you need. Next up, you need a top center, and not just one center. All 4 of your centermen are the necessity of the team. The roots of the team is a center. I know the goaltenders. I mean, they're amazing. You need the goaltender, obviously, but you need 4 centermen. That's going to help you win faceoffs. That's going to help control the neutral zone. Because they're kind of the captain of each line that's on there. I mean, I don't care who has the seat, but they're the ones that are make the faceoffs. They're the ones that usually pride themselves in front of that. The centerman. You need a big guy, you need a fast guy, you need a quick guy, a guy that can shoot, guy that can hit. You need it all in your centerman. Without a center, you're not going to win championships. Easy as shit. And the last thing, and what I just kind of touch on with goaltending, you need clutch goaltending. You don't need an amazing goaltender. You don't need a Martin Brodeur. You don't need a Henrik Lundqvist. But to have those guys, of course, it'd be you're going to feel pretty safe there. But you need clutch goaltending, like when Cam Ward won the Stanley Cup with the Hurricanes in 2006. I'm pretty sure he was a rookie that year, and he just didn't do anything spectacular during the regular season, but he won the Conn Smythe Trophy because he was clutch. In the tight games, you need your goaltender to make the stops for you. When there's a breakaway, you need him to make those saves. When you get to the playoffs, you need him to be on his game. That's a clutch goaltender. During the regular season, he can be shitty as hell, but when it comes to the playoffs, you need to be clutch, and you need to really have just a bit of luck, bit of confidence, bit of cockiness in your goaltender when it comes down to it, when you need your goaltender to really put in a performance to help your team win the game. So there you have it. My 3 points that a team needs to win the championship. Basketball, you need a ball mover, showstopper, and a big man. For football, an offensive line, captain defense, and a quarterback who's going to give you his heart. For baseball, a bullpen, coach, and luck. And hockey, a defensive mentality, a center, and clutch goaltending. If you think one should be taken out and another inserted, let me know. You can always tweet me at sportswithmike. Email me at sportstalkwithmike@hotmail.com. And I got a message there asking me, do I think the Penguins can still win the Stanley Cup with Crosby out? Should be back for the playoffs, and Neil out for the next 3 or 4 days, and Letang coming back. Yes, Penguins, I still have them win the Cup. Unless, nope, they're winning the Cup. That's it. I feel like I'm one of the players like Von Miller when he said the Denver Broncos are winning the Super Bowl this year. I'm going to say the Penguins are going to win the Cup. But that's it for today's episode of My Brain, My Heart, Sports Talk with Mike. I today am taking my kids to see Jurassic Park in 3D. Holy shit! Do you want to come?